Hey guys, it's Lauren. If you need help with any writing tips or refilling your creative well, you come to the right place tonight and a blind offer. In today's video, I'm going to be doing the genre playlist tag that I saw on my friend Ben's channel. Running to write, and the original creator of the tag is Bex the Novel Nana and author J.C. Carpenter. And if anybody knows me, they know that I love music. Music is a big part of my life. It helps me get through some tough times that I've faced, and also it plays a big part in my writing. It definitely helps me with being creative and staying focused while either I am writing something new or editing a work in progress. So I believe this tag was a perfect fit for me to do.
+1 4 1 0 7 1 5 9 5 9 6 +1 4 Columbia decline button notes.
So how the tag works is that it's set up into the different genres of writing, and for each genre you're supposed to pick one song that goes with that. You're supposed to pick one song that you would consider on your playlist if you're writing that genre. But me being a music junkie that I am, I couldn't just pick one. I had to pick three. I guess it's better than picking 10 for each one. But the other thing too is it was hard trying to put them for the genre because I can literally see myself putting a one giant playlist and using the songs for all of the genres listed. So
Cat November. No actions, edit, headings, container, speaking with lines, part 8 thriller, what devil in me, genre playlist mystery.
So the first category is mystery, and the songs I chose were
I Heard Your Voice in a Dream by the cast of Smash.
I Heard Your Voice in a Dream from Smash. This was a show NBC that showcased the process, kind of like behind the scenes of what it would be if someone was to create a musical. And the musical was inspired by the life of Marilyn Monroe. And the show only went on for 2 seasons. But the music from the show is amazing, and I think this song kind of fits it because the idea of the mysteries that can plague us in dreams and messages that they give us.
Devil in Me by Kate Voegle.
The next song I chose is The Devil in Me by Kate Voegle, and I was first introduced to the artist while watching the show One Tree Hill. And the idea of the song kind of asks the question of what things influence us and how sometimes the devil on our shoulder or that voice in our head that's telling us to do the wrong things can have an impact on the choices that we make. And the last song for mystery is
One of Those Nights by the Cab.
One of Those Nights by the Cab. And this is kind of like the similar theme that I got from the second song that I listed, The Devil in Me by Kate Voegle. And it expresses how one's mental state can impact not only the choices that you make, but also how you interact with other people.
Thriller.
So the next category is thriller, and I always see mystery and thriller interchangeable. Sometimes I kind of get them mixed up, and I think, again, both the playlist that I made for mystery and thriller could both be used to inspire you. But the first song is
Angel with a Shotgun by the Cab.
Angel with a Shotgun by the Cab. And this is a really interesting idea for a story, but basically the song implies a rebellious or fallen angel trying to act like a mercenary by using a shotgun. That's kind of like the song where like the title does give a lot away, but the song has a deeper meaning each time you listen to it, and it kind of takes on a different meaning each time I hear it. The next song for this is
Monster by Skillet.
Monster by Skillet, and I don't know, some of the song is like, I feel like it would help inspire somebody writing about a sociopath or a psycho as the main character, because the song plays on the idea of like a dark passenger or those dark impulses that we sometimes have. And the next song is
Partner in Crime by Set It Off.
Partner in Crime by Set It Off. And I like this song because it has a very upbeat tempo to it, but also that it's basically a song that would fit if you were writing a retelling for Bonnie and Clyde, because that person that you always go to or that you always have with you will back you up no matter what situation you're in.
Sci-fi.
So I think the next category was the hardest for me to choose because I don't write sci-fi, I barely read sci-fi, but it's part of tag, so I went there anyway. And the first song is
Flight of Icarus by Iron Maiden.
Flight of Icarus by Iron Maiden. And I was introduced to the band because they featured a song about the Phantom of the Opera. And if anybody knows me, they know that I'm obsessed with that musical. And so, again, the idea of what happens when you fly too close to the sun. And creating the invention of flight or a simulation of flight. I hope that fits it. Again, I'm not an expert on that sci-fi, so apologies for the next few selections for this playlist. So the next one is
Hands Down by Dashboard Confessionals.
Hands Down by Dashboard Confessionals. And again, I was introduced to the song when watching the pilot episode for One Tree Hill. The show is like looked down upon because it's a teen drama, but it has so much good music in it. And it's a very, very upbeat, fast-paced song, and explores the idea of what was I gonna say? My thought just went fluttered away. But it explores the idea of what you will do to get to the person that you love. And sometimes with sci-fi, there's this iteration of time travel. See, I tied it back to sci-fi. Win! Okay, I'm gonna go to the next song before I say something that makes no sense. But it made sense in my head.
Takes One to Know One by Yumi at 6.
The next one is It Takes One to Know One by Me You at 6.
Fantasy. Takes One to Know One by Yumi at 6.
So the next one is Takes One to Know Me by Me You at 6. And I feel like a lot of themes in the song are similar to Hands Down, and I feel like that's kind of why I picked it. And the other genres, the song will make more sense because, again, sci-fi. It's not that I don't like sci-fi. It's just I feel like I don't understand it because a lot of it is about like science and how scientific innovation can advance the human race.
Takes One to Know One by Yumi at Fantasy.
So the next genre is fantasy, which is my favorite genre to write in, aside from paranormal romance. So this is probably the favorite playlist to make because, again, it's what I write in.
City of Decyls by Yellowcard.
So the first song in the playlist is City of Devils by Yellowcard, and it takes on the idea of people that love superheroes and fantasizing of the idea of being saved by one. And I feel like this fits the playlist because with the idea of superpowers and those gifted with abilities can be shown in fantasy mythology as well as for normal romance. But the idea that something that is not human can be a savior of the human race. So the next song is
Hero by Skillet.
Hero by Skillet. And again, this plays on the same notion that either someone or yourself is rising up to the challenge and slaying either physical demons or the demons that you are presented with in life.
Brick by Boring Brick by Paramore.
So the last one for fantasy is another song that I am obsessed with. I love Paramore, and it's Brick by Boring Brick. And it encompasses the idea of a person growing up believing in fairy tales and hoping that one day a fairy tale will be their life. And when they're forced to a realization that fantasies aren't real and that our lives are not always wrapped up to be happily ever after, and the, I guess, grief or disappointment that things will not always end up how you want them to be. I think sometimes we read fantasy and even fables to escape life, but the reality is those things are not true. But they can be a great escape for those suffering with mental health or if you're just having a crappy day.
Romance.
So the next genre is romance. It's not something that I read or write a whole lot, but I feel like romance plays a subplot in stories that I write.
Lose You to Love Me by Selena Gomez.
So the first one is Lose You to Love Me by Selena Gomez. And I like this song because it's kind of saying to be content with the person that you are and to love yourself, because if you don't love yourself, how can you expect other people to love you?
One Step at a Time by Jordan Sparks.
The next song is One Step at a Time by Jordan Sparks, and it kind of complements the last song that I said by Selena Gomez, and that you have to take a step back in life and basically breathe instead of dwelling on the past or what mistakes you made in the past, that you have to be grateful for the things that are in front of you and keep moving forward.
Lips Are Moving by Meghan Trainor.
And the last one kind of has a humorous take on it, but it's Lips Are Moving by Meghan Trainor, and this is another good pick. Not that the other songs were not a good pick, but I feel like this one kind of says that, like, I can tell that you're lying because your lips are moving, which is funny because sometimes we lie to ourselves and we lie to others thinking they've heard the truth that they want to hear, but they're not the thing that they need to hear.
Suspense.
So the next category is suspense.
I Never Told You What I Do for a Living by My Chemical Romance.
And some of the songs selected for this playlist are dark, which I guess can lead itself to paranormal romance. And paranormal is coming up. Again, these two can be interchangeable. And the first song is I Never Told You What I Did for a Living by My Chemical Romance. And this song is kind of dark because it implies that it implies how well do you really know a person by the things that they tell or the things that they choose to reveal to you. And the song implies that the person has a it implies that the person has a dark career choice, but the song never actually reveals what that is. Because it could have been an assassin, they could have been a mercenary for hire. We don't know. But again, the notes of the song could be inspiration if you're trying to write a story like that. So the next song is
Haunted by Evanescence.
Haunted by Evanescence. Now, I will say that the song is referring to someone being stalked, and I guess that in itself could help motivate you if you're trying to write a story from that point of view. But I feel like when I first introduced the song, I did not realize that's what the song was hinting at, other than, someone being watchful and vigilant. And then I was like, oh my god, I'm so naive. How did I not know that this song was implying she had a stalker? And yeah, for the character within the song, it does not end well for them. But the beautiful lyrics sung by Amy Lee kind of, I don't know, I think it makes me forgiving of it because the song is so pretty. The next song is
Lying is the most fun a girl can have without taking her clothes off by Panic at the Disco.
Lying is the most fun a girl can have without taking her clothes off. It's a long title. By Panic at the Disco. And again, I love Brandon Urie. He's the lead singer of the band. And all the songs that he writes seem to have like poetic lyrics weaved within the song, which I appreciate. And I don't think I've ever really dove deeper into the lyrics of the song, only that I feel like this would be a good song to listen to for motivation if you're trying to write about a siren or a succubus, that women can be alluring creatures and can get others to do things that they might not realize they're doing, or
Horror.
So the next genre is horror.
Cassie by Flyleaf.
So the first song in this group of playlists is Cassie by Flyleaf, and I think it was a good fit for horror because it's a song about a child or a young girl that is being abused and the actions that she takes to stop it. The next song is
Emperor's New Clothes by Panic at the Disco.
Emperor's New Clothes by Panic at the Disco. And again, the song kind of hints at dark undertone, and it could be a good inspiration for either an anti-hero, or if you're trying to write for a villain and you want the reader to sympathize with the character. Because there are some lyrics in the song where he has a double no care attitude, which I think would be good if you are trying to put a twist on a villainous character or an anti-hero.
Tourniquet by Evanescence.
And the other song is Tourniquet by Evanescence. And again, it's a pretty dark song, but I like the idea of showing how far one would go if their back was pressed up against the wall, and kind of that fight instinct that kicks in when we feel challenged. So those are all the songs I had on the playlist, and as hard as it was trying to find songs for each genre, I really enjoyed it. I don't know why I thought paranormal was on the list. It's not. I'm kind of sad because that's the other genre that I write in. But I still like the tag, and I still think the Nana and author J.C. Carpenter did a good job of coming up with this tag. I created a tag a couple months ago called A Few of My Favorite Things, which I'll leave down in the description. And coming up with tags are fun. If you guys did like this and got some value from it, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, find a way to be creative today, and we'll see you next time. Bye!